Hey guys, we are almost at another weekend. Good grief, we already made it through halfway through September. Can you believe that? Wow. So listen, I've got this really cool card. Now, let me say this before I mess up my music situation again. Um, I have um, seen this card before, um, and or the idea. I should say the idea. Let me say the idea. Um, I never knew what it was called. But I've seen it, known about it, thought about it. I've even imagined doing it myself. I think it's really pretty cool. And again, first of all, oh, I'm sorry. Welcome to the channel, y'all. And thank you. My numbers are going up. Hey, welcome new subscribers. Thank y'all. Keep watching, keep watching. I try to put up a video at least once a week, but I'm finding myself at this point, I really to continue to support you guys, and apparently you're liking what I'm doing, so I'm going to strive to put up more videos. Like maybe I'm going to try and start doing at least 2 videos a week. I'm going to try. I'm not, don't promise me it won't be straight away, but I'm going to try to start jumping into at least having 2 videos put up every week. But thank you guys for watching, for commenting, for liking and sharing. And again, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. Now, getting back to what I was saying, I'm sorry. So this card, it's called a line up window card. I don't know, maybe some of you guys have heard about it before. It's kind of a weird name, but I understand the concept. So I kind of played around with it. The whole idea is that you use a piece of acetate, right? And then there you go. That's the actual print, and it's like a card inside of a card. Okay, so let's go back. So you have a layers. You're gonna stamp the same image several times, okay? And then you're going to cut it several times. So you can, depending on how many layers you have, like if you had 3, then you would line everything up. And I'm going to show you, line everything up, put your card inside your card. You're going to stamp and color this one. And then you're going to cut 3 times. Now, you don't have to cut 3 times because unless you got like one of them hand cranking things, you know. But if you got a Gemini, I have a Gemini. I really have more than one. I'm kind of embarrassed. But anyway, let me get cut to the chase because I don't want this thing to cut me off. Um, then you can line everything up and cut once. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So, and what I want to show you a couple of things to do the project. You're going to need a couple of things. Clearly, you're going to need some heat resistant acetate. You can't do this with like regular acetate because it'll shrink up on you. It's gonna shrink. It will shrink, honey. It will melt. Plastic melts. Don't put heat to plastic. You need heat resistant acetate. Okay. Wipe the little thing off. You get all your little goop off. You'll need one of these static cling bags. Child, I think cornstarch is in here if I'm correct. You'll need some pigment ink. Okay. If you don't have the ability to actually do any kind of embossing, you don't have the heating tool, you don't have any embossing powder, you don't have any pigment ink, anything like that, then all you need to do is put some Staz On. Okay, so when you go to stamp the image, just use some Staz On, something like that. Okay, if you don't have the ability to emboss anything. All right. So let me get this out of the way. So that you're gonna need those kind of materials. You'll need also obviously some kind of heating tool. You'll need glue, double-sided tape, stuff like that. Here's like the heating tool that I use. It's by Heidi Swoop. Honey, I don't know. Believe me, this thing gets hot. I know that. Hello, somebody. Heidi Swoop. You can either use a tape runner. You can use red liner tape. This is talking about when gluing down your acetates. You know, you want something like that. You might even, if you're going to do something dimensional, you might want some foam pads and such. Let's see. And clearly, you're going to need, the main thing is you're going to have to decide what die and stamp. You're going to need a die and a stamp combination for this project. This particular project, I'm going to use Tea Time. This is just from Gemini. Gemini, which is part of Crafter's Companion. Here's the actual stamp, and here are the dies. Okay, so what I did was I took the sample in the sizes that was from a video that I actually watched to see how to do this. So this is a smaller car. I'm gonna say a smaller vehicle. I don't know what I was thinking. Um, so the base card is a 5.5 by 4.25. Then the inside card, because there's a card on the inside, because remember this image, once it's stamped out, and you'll be able to see all the way through. Here is the inside card. That's a 5.25 by 4 inches. Then if you wanted to mat and layer it, you know, if you wanted to get some kind of layering going, that's why I have this mat at 4.25 by 4, and then this one right here at 5 3/4. Okay, so the main thing is to get your stamp down there. Okay, get it stamped, and you want to definitely line. And I pray I got everything lined up so that it will go all the way through and it'll cut. But I should be fine. I'm a little nervous about it. I ain't gonna lie. All right, now this card is going like this. All right, so I'm going to put my stamp down. And then, now there's a couple of ways that you can do this. One way, you do need some type of stamping platform. Y'all don't talk about me. Just buy me another one. But don't talk about me. I love this is We Are Memories Keeper stamping platform. Now, I'm going to turn this so that I can see it. So one of the ways that you can do it is either you can stamp and cut individually each layer. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Now, if you only got a hand cranking, like I was saying before, if I did say it before, you might want to do that. But if you have a strong electronic thing, I don't see why you can't just stamp it once and cut it twice. You know, stamp it once, cut it once. So I'm going to stamp this because this one is the one that's not going to be cut. But this is the one that's going to actually be getting all the colors, is the inside card. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this for now. Sometimes my pads like they just so dry. Let's see. We're going to stamp this. It looks like I'm going to have to do it again. And if you use alcohol markers to color, oh, that came out great. Take that back. All right. So this is the one that you're not going to cut. Okay. So I'm going to just lay this on top. Now this should just lay right on top. Right? Yeah, see, it's perfect. All right. So I'm going to pull this piece off. Okay. And then I'll just put this down. And don't mind the fact that it's got a little bend in it. I just want you to be able to see get the concept of what I'm going after here. Let's see. It's not really even. I'm gonna tell you, matte and layer. Still not perfect. And I'm one of the people that just gotta be so perfect, which is crazy. Ain't that crazy, y'all? All right, that's gonna be good enough. All right, so let me go back and wipe this off, and then I'll re-ink this, and then we'll put down the dies. And I'm gonna run it through my Gemini to see how well this works, and then we will. Let's see. think that's good. Okay. Looking at that. Okay. All right, so now this is going to be cut out. Okay. All right, there we go. So there it is. Now, just to be safe, I think I'm going to put an extra couple of pieces of tape on the back so nothing slides and carrying on when I get ready to run it through the machine. You follow me? All right, so that's that. Now, where are the dies? Where are the dies? All right, here are the dies. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull this off because I don't need this anymore because I have an electronic machine, so I'm not going to be cutting each and every one of the, what is the, oh, right there. Each and every one of the layers because I feel like my machine should cut everything just fine. But before I do that, because I don't want to mess up, this card inside the card, I'm going to go ahead and take that out. Okay? To be safe, I'm going to take that out. Well, yeah. Take it out so you don't mess yourself up. Okay? Now, then we're going to put the little dies around the Billy Bob. Put the dies around your Billy Bob. Use, and then what I do like about this, I must say, is that when you cut this out, you got a whole little the situation going there where you can use that for something else. I think I better do one at a time. Need some temporary tape. All right. We're getting some temporary tape. Tape this down. Good enough. All right. Okay. You don't want to tear? Well, fine. Don't tear then. Okay. So we're gonna rack 'em, schmack 'em. Let's see. I see all kinds of cards. For goodness sake. Look at that, y'all. Alright, so I'm going to put a piece there. That doesn't seem right. Now, let me put this other die on the other side. Okay. So it'll cut this whole image out. So tricky sometimes. I'm hoping that's going to be good. Okay. Now this one could maybe out a little bit. Oh, we'll put it right there. All right, so now I'm going to run this through my Gemini to be safe. I don't need the metal shim. All right, so if you have a Gemini, remember the plates are really simple. Now, the main thing is you don't want to cut the back of the card out. So just go ahead and flip it out like that. Okay, I'm going to put it on my plates like that. My plastic shim. I just got some new plates, so y'all who are Crafter's Companion, don't talk about my plates. I just got some new ones today. All right, and I'm going to run this through, and hopefully it will cut out everything, all of the layers. And it should. And I may have to run it through it again, but it should. If not, I'll use my metal plate. I'm going to take the die off real quick. Yeah, see, these are really, really, really thin dies. Okay, yeah, it did. Okay, so we're good. All right, so it cut all the way through. Now I'm kind of rushing. I shouldn't be because I'll end up messing something up. I'm trying to tape. So every time I ran through, that tape got stuck to the to the thing more. All right, there we go. So it's all cut out. So again, if you don't have a thing, you're gonna want, and then again, look there, you got something to color with. All right, so now we have all that here. Now the next step that you want to do, so now is you want to put, oh, let me take the tape off of this, is you want a piece of acetate. Remember, you want it to be heat resistant if you're going to emboss. If not, then you can just use regular acetate. And then just use your Staz On. So between this layer and the gold layer, okay, that's where you want to put your acetate. Okay, you're going to sandwich this acetate in between these two right here. Okay, just like that. So here's the actual card, right? Okay, here's your layer. Oh, no, let's put this back. Here's your card inside your card. This is the one that you're going to, remember, you're going to color and stuff. So let's get this back in here. Okay, get it lined up to wherever it's supposed to be. That looks about right. Good. Get out. Give or take. That's about right. Like it can come down a little bit. So I should have left good enough alone. I had it there for a minute. Now, again, this is because I only wanted to cut once. That's why I'm having a little bit of a problem. All right, we're going to go with that. We're just going to go with that, okay? All right, so now we're going to put our gold piece back over top. Again, line that up nicely. Okay. And then this acetate is going to go in between the two, the gold and the white. Sorry, between the gold and the white. Just like that. And I'm learning this as I go, so like I said, this is my first time messing around with this, but I thought I'd do a video to show y'all, you know. All right, so you have your acetate over there. That probably, hopefully you don't see that tape. And then we're going to put our second layer that so happens to be white. We'll put that down. Okay. Just like that. All right. I'm going to run some tape across here just to expedite. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take oops. All right, now that goes on here. Just like that. All right, so now you have your acetate taped in between your, that's not even. That's not even when it was even before. But that's okay. Your acetate is in between your two layers now, okay? And then you would put this down. And again, I'm just, you know, for the purposes of the video, it's not 100%. I'm just giving you an idea. If you were to only run it once. Then you're going to layer this back up. Line this back up on your card. Let's see if we can get this right. All right. So now there's your card. Here's the card that you're going to actually color. This is the card that you're going to you would actually emboss or stamp. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stamp because I do want the image to be on my acetate as well. So all I'm going to simply do is I'm going to get my little stamping mat out here again, put this down, okay, and kind of lay it there, and then just stick the stamp right back in here, and hopefully everything will lie. It should lay right in there perfectly. See how it lays right in there perfectly? Okay, then I'm going to squish it down. Okay, now here's the thing I think I want to definitely do is take this down so I don't have any problems. I'm just going to kind of make sure that card is secure. Now, say for instance you were going to emboss this. I'm not going to emboss it because I don't want to put the heat and all that stuff because I want to just show you the bottom line of what I did. I'm going to go ahead and grab some embossing pigment ink though, again, because I do want the image to be on my acetate. And now this will dry. Don't worry about it. It'll dry up even if you don't emboss it. Okay, you just want the image to be on your acetate. All right. There we go. I pray that this came out okay. Came out fairly okay. All right. All right. So now here's your actual image. So if you just grab, I'm going to just grab anything right now. Okay. And I'm going to color a leaf because this is the part that you would actually color. Okay, I'm just kind of doing a little tri-blend thing going on. All right. Just so that you can see. Get one more. Do a little red. So you can kind of see the rose. I'm just going to kind of, I'm not really doing it perfectly right now. I just want you to be able to see it through the acetate. Oh God, what did I use? Light. All right, just in general. Now, once you turn this over, you know, if this was, oh my God, I don't think it's lined up right. It's not lined up right. Okay, let me get it lined up right. But the point is that you will be able to see. There we go. All right, so you will be able to see the pretty color of the road of the thing. You know what I'm trying to say, like that. Okay, so that's the bottom line of this process. Let me show you one that I actually did. I had a time and a half with it, but this is the one that I actually did. Okay, so and this one I probably put a little bit more work into this than what I should have. So here's my actual die right there. Okay, which is so pretty. I love that, and I haven't finished it. I added a little extra embellishment on this. This is why I said you might want to use some foam pads and stuff like that. And remember, I was saying, talk to you about the glue stick. If you wanted to go around, and you definitely want to do something around the edges of it, because if not, then it just looks like a empty border. So that's why you either want to use a glue stick, a glue pen, or if you got one of those small little these little things like this, and you can put some glue in it, and then you just want to go all the way around the edges like that, a real fine tip, and then dunk it in glitter. I hate glitter, but dunk it in glitter, or if you want to do something else, you can do that around the edges. Okay, as you can see, here's the actually the embossing of it, which is a little difficult to see through the camera, but as you can see, once it's laid down, okay, let's see, there we go. So you can see how the dye that it's laid down, and then and here's the actual color. I think that's really, really, really pretty. Okay, so I did another thing is on the inside, because I didn't want all that ugliness on the inside of my card. Let me zoom out a little bit. I didn't want all that ugliness, so I had to turn it around and cut it, do a little deal where I cut it again. I put this in here just for some variation because I was having a little time with the size. Now, and here's my actual card on the inside. Here's the actual card on the inside. Yeah. Use some the Perfect Poinsettia. This was a collection from Crafter's Companion. So if you're wondering what I've been working on, what I've been doing today is it's called a lineup card, okay, where you take a stamp image, acetate, cut everything out, then your actual final image is on this side. You do all your coloring, which is absolutely beautiful. So it's basically a card inside of a card. A lot of times with these kind of cards, sometimes the image will take up everything, you know, or sometimes even over here, if you didn't even if you didn't have this, the image will take up so much. It's like, well, where's the person going to write? So that's what I really do like about this, is that you can still have the beauty of the card, as you can see, and the card is quite. I hope you like it. I think it's quite lovely. I'll take a picture of it. Um, and then you still have a nice clean image, and again, you still have a place where you can actually write. Okay, so I hope you guys have really liked this. I tried to make this fairly short. I do want to say thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can always email me at danielslola35@yahoo.com. Again, thank you for supporting my channel, Crafting with Lola and Oscar. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff that you guys have constantly been doing, and I really, really appreciate it. If you have any questions, remember you can just shoot me an email. And again, this is called a line up window card. Okay? Thank you, guys. God bless you and have a good weekend. Bye bye.